Hi everybody, Desmo here. Today we finally have all the information regarding the private league events, and there's a few things that I really want to talk about. First, and I think this is one of the most important aspects, is that these events are not voided. As you can see here, they confirm that on the FAQ. Why this is important? Because as soon as any event in Path of Exile is voided, many players are running away thinking they are not going to keep their loot, the items they are going to farm during the event, and this is very discouraging for many people to play. The next very nice information is that these events are going to start on May 1st, which is actually tomorrow. This is kind of crazy because usually when there's an announcement for events, it takes about a couple of weeks at least before GGG are actually starting the events. We got the announcement for the events last week, so this is a very close date, and I was not expecting personally to have these events so soon. Also, these events are going to start during the week on Thursday, so probably many players are not going to be able to go too hard on the first day, and probably most of the people are going to start on Friday. That being said, I think this is also a good sign because if they are rushing to start the event like that, it probably means that they are working hard on PoE 1 next league 3.26 to make it happen as soon as possible. And if they want to launch the next league, the new season soon, they have to make the event start also soon enough to let people enjoy the events. So I think this is really good news. Now let's speak about a few additional information. There is 15 different options for the private leagues. This is maybe something which is a bit bad, but not that much. Let's speak about it. Could be detrimental for the events to have so many different options because it's going to divide the player base, and maybe it's going to be harder if you play in a trading environment to find your items to trade with people. But there's another thing that I want to talk about, which events are going to be successful and where are going to be the player base. If you want to play with many people, I think personally that the most successful event is going to be Settler's Affliction. There's a very simple reason for that, and this is because Affliction is extremely rewarding as a mechanic. It's broken, and a proof of that is the demographic for Affliction League. If you check the numbers here, you can see that Settlers was the most played league of all time for the first 24 days. And then after that, you see the yellow line here. This is Affliction. And the player retention for Affliction was extremely high due to its mechanic. Affliction is extremely rewarding, and since the event is not voided, players are going to keep their loot after the event. So I think it's very likely that Affliction is going to be the most successful event here, but there's a couple more that are likely to attract people. The next one, and I think this is going to be the most fun and enjoyable of all of them, this is the Settler plus Shifting Stone plus Atlas Invasion. Settlers, we know the mechanic, we had it for a year, so everybody is aware of what it is. Shifting Stone, basically every 15 minutes we're going to have a random mechanic on the zone that you are running. And Atlas Invasion, you're going to have random bosses popping up on your zone all the time. That being said, I think the second most attracting event is going to be Settlers plus Alternate Assonances plus Sentinel. A few reasons for that. Alternate Assonances, this is going to be the last time, probably ever, that we are going to be able to play the Alternate Assonances for free. If they are not going core, which is not likely for a good amount of time at least. And then Sentinel, there's lots of people who enjoy Sentinel mechanic, and this is also very rewarding. It's not as rewarding as Affliction, but this is still a very good mechanic, and many people are likely to want to play Alternate Assonances plus Sentinel. One more thing about the private league options is that we have the same options here, but with Gauntlet. As a reminder, for Gauntlet option, they shift the numbers, so it's gonna be half hard as it usually is. If you check the numbers here, it's from 50 less damage taken for monsters to 25%, from 100 increased damage for monsters to 50%, and from 40% increased attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed to 20%. So it's going to be difficult for sure. There is going to be different mechanic for the boss, like additional projectile and stuff like that. The monsters are going to get buffed, but this is not as hard as usual. It's more likely that streamers are going to go for this kind of events. And that's it for today's video. These events are going to be a lot of fun. There's different options to satisfy anybody, and this is a good way to make us wait for 3.26. But in the meantime, we have something new to grind. So I wish you a lot of fun in these new events, and until my next video, take care of yourself and bye!